Hoor, wat zie jy? Jy mis ons nie.
Thank you, Max.
afternoon, swimming fanatics, here to the 2021 CANA Grand Prix in Stellenbosch. It is day 2 and it is 4 p.m. and we are busy with the heats of the second session, and boy, what an exciting meet it has been. It seems to get a bit chillier every session as we go along, so it is really misty. You can see there in the footage the aerial shot there over Kutsenberg sports facilities. We are at the Kutsenberg swimming pool. You can see there's blue and crystal clear. It is frisky outside, but the water nice and warm. The swimmers are very happy with the water temperatures, and we've had some exciting racing. We've already got one Olympic qualification in the bag, and our heat session this afternoon, day 2, started with the women 800 meter freestyle. We've already got our swimmer in the water. The men's 800 meter freestyle will be swum as a time final tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We are live on Swim South Africa's website. You can find the link there for each session, and you can go onto YouTube, on Facebook page, and you can catch us there. This is the heats. We are live, and in the water there from Tunisia we have Jamila Balabek. She's just completed her first 100 of the 800 meters. Only 14 years old, the Tunisian swimmer. She was part of the training camp that started earlier this week. The CANA training camp. Graham Yill, the head coach of Swimming South Africa, he was the captain of the camp. He led the way. As I mentioned, Graham Yill, the head coach. We had 2 young and up-and-coming South African coaches joining him. Garth Toon there from Hartbeespoort, and Cedric Finch, the local coach here at Stellenbosch, coaching here at this pool. There she goes, turning 200 meters in a time of 1:42, it looks like it. Jamilia shared some interesting information about herself to us. She is a Tunisian swimmer. She's still young. She's only in 9th grade now. She's still attending school. Missed a little bit of work during the training camp, the course of the training camp, and now the gala. I'm sure any scholar would not mind that. The swimmers, I found them very dedicated in the pool and outside the pool, so she'll be sure to catch up all that work. Her coach is Yassine, and she trains with the national team of Tunisia. She's got one simple goal, and she wants to be an Olympic champion. That's why she chose swimming, and that's her goal. She's only 14 years old, so she's got enough time. We asked her, does she prefer the long course or the short course? And she definitely prefers the long course. A lot of swimmers, their turns is perhaps the weak point. It's not their strength, and therefore they would prefer the long course. You can see that she's got a beautiful stroke. Breathing every second stroke, preferring the left side. On to the 4th 100 she goes. You can see she's got a lap count on the opposite side of the pool. 9 laps to go for her. 350 meters in, that is. She's got a seeded time here of 9:28 flat. So we only had one swimmer entering this event, the women's 800 meter freestyle, and that is Jamila. She's the only swimmer that entered this event. You can see her coach on the opposite side of the pool just pacing her along. That's perhaps why she prefers breathing to the left side. to catch her coach. Some swimmers would only breathe to the one side, and they prefer the one side, and some swimmers are skilled enough to breathe both the left side and the right side. But yeah, you can see in Jamila's case, she only prefers breathing to the left. She is the only swimmer, and she's swimming this. This is also her time final, so she won't be swimming it tomorrow morning again. But the men's 800 meter freestyle, 2 swimmers that entered that event. They'll be swimming tomorrow morning in the final at 10 a.m. Jamila's favorite meal, like many other swimmers, the pizza. I think myself and the rest of the media team, we're going to enjoy a pizza tonight. She enjoys spending time with her pet cat. And pop music is her favorite genre of music. It's more than just swimming to these athletes. She likes to master the piano. She likes playing piano in her off time. And she's a big Avengers fan. She enjoys watching the Avengers. No nickname for Jamila. She likes Jamila. Short and sweet. 14 years old, the Tunisian swimmer. Turning there on 600 meters. This is the 2021 CANA Grand Prix swimming here in Stellenbosch at the Kutzenberg swimming pool. Lovely to have CANA on board. CANA is the controlling body of the African continent in swimming. So therefore, we've invited swimmers from all over the African continent to take part in first the training camp that took place earlier this week from Monday under the head coach of Graham Yill. He's also the South African head coach. So they took part in this training camp, and they're ending the camp with a gala. Spoke to the head coach there, Graham Yill, about the camp, and he says it's been such a great success. You know, some of these swimmers haven't been in the pool for a year now due to COVID regulations and lockdowns in their respective countries. So for them to come to South Africa, there you can hear the bell. She's got 100 meters to go. She's on a time of 8:13. Her best time 9:28. All she needs is a 1:15. On this last 100 there, you can see her pushing Graham Yill and the rest of the team, the CANA team in the background. You can see them supporting her along. So as I mentioned, they had the training camp, and great to have CANA on board, Swim South Africa. And another team that got on board is the Brand Train Camp. Train Camp got on board with the training camp, and you'll see some of the swimmers, they got the green caps written Train Camp on it, and they punted a lot of funds into the training camp, making it possible alongside CANA, partnering with CANA and Swimming South Africa, making this training camp possible, giving the swimmers the opportunity to train with some of the best out there. And there she finishes. Big round of applause by her teammates. 9:22.08. A beautiful finish that is. Her seated time was a 9:28, so I'm sure she'll be very satisfied with that. You can hear the coaches in the background giving each other a fist pump. Coach Garth Choon and Cedric Finch joined Coach Graham Yill on the team with the training camp, so they'll be very satisfied with that performance by Jamila, the Tunisian swimmer. Fantastic swim. Swimmers getting the opportunity to do a warm down after each event. And some of them taking the advantage of that. The importance of warm down has become more and more prominent over the years. Yesterday afternoon we had to split the heat session in two due to COVID regulations, so we had two groups swimming, and the heat session we had to divide in two. We are fortunate enough not to do that this afternoon, so we got all the swimmers here swimming together. CANA, as I mentioned, is the governing body of swimming on the African continent. There you can see one of our swimmers getting ready there from Tigerberg Aquatics. That is Lana Janssen. Emma Kuhn. There's that cap, train cap. She's swimming in lane 4. That looks like Rebecca Meader. The swimmer in lane 5 on the program is Emma Kuhn from Vineyard Swimming. These ladies getting ready for the woman 200-meter IM. Rebecca Meader very close there to qualifying from Seagulls. Her coach Graham Yill. So she would have been part of the training camp, basing from the swimming cap, and of course her coach leading the training camp. I might be completely wrong. That's just me making that assumption. But there she is. She's ready. She's next to her block. She's motivated. Only a couple of splits away from that qualifying time. There we have the ladies, 200-meter IM, the heats. Yeah, only one heat. In lane 2, we have Savannah Voigt. Lane 3, Georgia Nell. Lane 4, Rebecca Meader. 5, Emma Kuhn. 6, Lana Janssen. 7, Emma de Wet. And off they go. Looks like the swimmer in lane 5 is not swimming, Emma Kuhn from Vineyard. The 200-meter IM. The men's, we had Matt Sates yesterday qualifying for Tokyo Olympics. Will we see another swimmer qualifying for the 200-meter IM? The hopeful over here is Rebecca Meader, her coach Graham Yill from Seagulls. She's 18 years old. She's got a seeded time here of 2:12.96. Onto the first 50 she goes. 28.99. Yeah, the coach's whistle there. Each coach has their unique whistle. Graham Yill encouraging her. She's going out strong. I know that Matt Sates, yesterday in the heats, he decided he's not going to wait for the finals. He's going out hard in the heats, and yes, he did qualify in the heats. And here we have Rebecca Meader turning on a 1:03.90. The qualifying time, 2:12. So she's got more or less 1:09.18 high to do on these last 250s. The breaststroke and the freestyle. It's got 75 meters to go. They're supporting her along. You can see the coach getting excited next to the pool deck over there. Is that a sign of her being on track? Rebecca Meader. Let's see what she turns on for that last 50. 1:43.51. The time she needs to get is 2:12.56. She needs to swim 29 seconds. On the last 50, she's got 50 meters to go. 2:07, 2:08, 2:09. It looks like she might just miss that time again. 2:12, 2:13. She finishes in a time of 2:14.7. Completing her 200-meter IM. in the heat session here this afternoon. Second place in that heat there, the swimmer in lane 3, Georgia Nell. And taking third in that heat, the swimmer in lane 2, Savannah Voigt. There's Georgia Nell. She took second in that heat, but it was Rebecca Meader winning that heat. Not hitting that qualifying time. Big smiles on her face, so I'm sure she's happy on track. She'll go back to her coach now, Graham Hill, and analyze the race now that she did in the heats. Try and put it all together for the finals tomorrow morning. I would assume she was part of the training camp. We don't know if she's in a big training block. A lot of these swimmers are in a big training block at the moment, and leaving that energy, leaving the space to peak rather at the end of the month at the Durban Grand Prix in the end of May. So they would use this this event as part of preparation, training racing, they call that. So they would be in a big block. I know the likes of Ethan Dupree, Chad Leclos, they're on a big training block. And also Laura van Niekerk, they're from PAC, and Dunay Kutsia, her coach Linda de Jager, telling me she's in a big training block. So although they're very close to qualifying, they are preparing to try and qualify in Durban. There you can see that beautiful aerial shot again. It is misty. Yeah, and this beautiful afternoon here in Stellenbosch. It is day 2, the heats. You can catch us live again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for the finals. Catch us live on the website, Swim SA website. You can find the link over there, or you go on YouTube, type in Swim SA, and you'll find us over there live. We make sure you don't miss a second. Here we have next up the men's 200 meter freestyle, 2 heats over here. In lane 2, you can see there Adrian Lowe. In lane 3, Ahmed Jawadi. In lane 4, Kobe Ndebele. In lane 5, Matthew Bosch. In lane 6, Atuhari Mbala. In lane 7, Ty Pearson. Ahmed, we saw him swim earlier this morning in the 400 meter freestyle. In the final, he won that event, the 15-year-old Tunisian swimmer. We are under starters' orders, and I see Ahmed still getting undressed, asking the swimmers there to stand down. Kobe Ndebele, the swimmer there from Seals, under the head coach Wayne Ridden. Wayne, very happy with the gala so far. Coaching Matt Sates told me earlier the next target is the 100 meter butterfly for Matt Sates. He's already got 1 qualification in the bag. The 200 meter freestyle for men. Heat 1 of 2. The swimmer here with the fastest seated time is Kobe Ndebele from Seals. 1:52.35 is his seated time. And he's got Matthew Bosch not far behind him from Seagulls, his coach Graham Hill. He'll be alongside pool deck watching him go. The Ugandan swimmer Utahere Ambala, he is in lane 6. Yeah, goes the swimmers. The swimmer there in lane 5, Matthew Bosch. He's got a lovely long glide in the water. Turning there on a 55.86. Beautiful swim there. He's got about a body length on the swimmer there in lane 4, Kobe Ndebele. Swimmers have a very good chance of swimming in the finals tomorrow morning. 55 seconds is what they turned on after that first 100. Looking very controlled there, that is Matthew Bosch from Seagulls. Turning on 150 meters, 1:25.7. It's got 50 meters to go. And the kick comes in. You can see him going there. Oh, well done. There you can see that stroke rate now really picking up. He's got 25 meters to go. Coach Graham Hill urging him on with that unique whistle. Putting their head down. There they go. 1:54.09. Thought he would have made that 1:53. And the swimmer in lane 4 finishing second, Kobe. And the young swimmer, the Tunisian swimmer, Ahmed Jawadi, finishing in third, taking third in that heat. Beautiful swim that was. We got heat 2 coming up next. Kutsenberg Stadium. Beautiful view that is here in Stellenbosch, Kutsenberg Stadium. A lot of international teams making use of this facility for their summer training camps. The next event we have is Heat 2 of the men's 200-meter freestyle. See them getting ready. Only 2 heats for the men's 200-meter freestyle. So this is Heat 2 of 2, and you can see there the lineup. Lane 1, Valentino Verjotin. Lane 2, Keegan Wright. Lane 3, Dylan Wright. Lane 4, Chad Leclos. Lane 5, Guy Brooks. Lane 6, Andile Becker. And in lane 7, Ruan Lattegan. The swimmer there from Tigerberg Aquatics. It looks like Dylan Wright waiting till that last minute to take off the jerseys. As I said, it's pretty frisky outside. It's cool. Fastest seated time here is the swimmer representing Cyber Smart Aquatics, Chad Leclos, 29-year-old. He's got 10 years on the swimmers, on these swimmers. 1:48.48 is his seated time here. He won silver in this event at the previous Olympics, the Rio Olympics. A beautiful race that was in the 200-meter freestyle. Chad Leclos. He had a rough morning this morning, swimming the 100-meter freestyle. Soon after that, the 200-meter butterfly, and then ending it with a 50 fly. We ended second. He won both the 100 and the 200 meters. Opting to breathe to the left, breathing every second stroke. Powering through, beautiful stroke track that is. 5 meters to go until halfway. Let's see what he turns on. 53.68. Swimmer there second, looks like Guy Brooks, swimmer from Seagulls. Chad Leclos is being under the wing of Barland Richter. It's not his head coach, but while he's in South Africa, on South African soil, he's under the wing of Barland Richter. He'll stay here for a while, leading into Olympics. 25 minutes to go. Basing on that underwater work he had on that last 50, I would imagine he's taking it slightly easier than his best. Still going hard, going straight into that cool down, finishing with a time of 1:51.45. He really went fast into that cool down. It looked like he literally did an open turn. He touched that wall and went straight. For a moment I thought, wow, you know, you're only swimming 200 meters. Chad Leclerc, you can see him there, going straight into his cool down, taking that heat. Chad Leclerc just ahead of Guy Brooks and Dylan Wright. He knows he's got that final coming up later, or tomorrow morning, I'd say, 10 a.m. Earlier this morning, he said he wants to try and focus on the 100-meter freestyle post-Olympics. And he had a very good time this morning in that 100-meter freestyle, just getting under 50 seconds. Here we have Alice. It looks like he's going to have a chat there with the Ugandan swimmer Atuhaire Ambala, the Ugandan swimmer. Alistair.
Atu,
Yes.
after a long and hard week of training, tell us what is it, the change in distance of the 25-meter pool to a 50-meter pool training do for you?
When I started off training, obviously there was that when you reach the 25-meter mark, you feel like something is missing. You know, you're used to taking a turn, so it kind of affects your stroke as you get to like 50 meters into the wall. You feel like you don't have any more energy to push. So as we got through the training sessions, I got more acclimatized to that. Which has helped me as I swim like I just on the 200 now. I was felt a lot stronger and a lot better as I was coming into the wall than I usually do when I just come from training on a 25 and compete in a 50-meter pool.
Any other events that you will be partaking in here?
Yeah, yesterday, earlier today I had the 100 free and the 50 fly, and later on today I have the 50 freestyle.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
The Ugandan swimmer there, Utahaire Ambala, looking very happy with his time here in Stellenbosch. Great training camp. So much knowledge and experience gained here just in this short week. Under the likes of Graham Yill, the head coach that head up the training camp. And that training camp would not have been possible without the support of CANA, Swim South Africa, and Train Camp, the brand Train Camp. Next up, we have the women 100-meter freestyle, 2 heats over here. And this is heat 1 of 2 under starters orders. In lane 1 there we have Ruyaka Mahamane. Lane 2, Amara Pinto. In lane 3, Rachel Grupes. 4, Johnny Boutbane. Jenny Boutbane. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. I might do that wrong, but her coach is Arlene Driss. Arlene Driss, that is her coach. She is from Senegal, Jenny, and she's studying political science at the moment at the Sciences Po University in France. So she's based in France, and she's tried many sports before, but she said she wasn't too bad at swimming, so she thought she'd give that a go. There you can see her, the swimmer in lane 4, leading the way, Jenny Boutbane. She's got a seated time of 58.53. Look at her powering through. 57, 58, 59 is the time. 59.56. The swimmer there from Senegal. Her local hero is Mohamed Diop. And international hero Usain Bolt. Some swimmers like to do other sports than swimming as a hobby, and she likes all kinds of sports: running, tennis, table tennis, yoga, Pilates, and other hobbies is photography and piano. I'm sure her time over here She's taking a lot of photos. She prefers swimming the short course, Jani Boutbane. And yeah, she is doing the long course now. We heard from that previous interview, the Ghanaian swimmer, Otuhare, constantly trains in short course, so this is pretty new to him, the long course. What does Jenny Boutbane want to do after swimming? She wants to be a diplomat, she says. I love this. We share something. We have something in common. Me and Johnny, her favorite movie, Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah, we have heat 2 of the women 100-meter freestyle. We have here in lane 1, Nafisat Radi. Lane 2, Alicia Matthias. Lane 3, Tilka Palk. In lane 4, Hannah Robertson. Lane 5, Michaela de Villiers. Lane 6, Juliet Walsh. Lane 7, Claudia Schmidt. In lane 8, Ludwine Mohoza Uwaza. Tilka Palk is a swimmer there from Zambia, also part of the CANA training camp. A lot of the swimmers from the representing different African countries would base themselves in South Africa. And Tilka is one of those swimmers. She swims for Vikings Racing Club under the head coach there, Gerard Zandberg, a former South African swimmer. Gerard Zandberg is the coach there of Tilka Palk. He's swimming now in lane 3. I'm sure he's watching. We are under starters orders here for heat 2 of the women 100 freestyle. Well, I hope her mom's watching, Tilka Palk, Top Palk. Because when we asked Tilka who her local role model is, she told us her mom. And then we've asked her who is her international role model. Once again, her mom. So her mom's her favorite. Mommy, I hope you're watching as Tilka swims her 100-meter freestyle in the heat session here this afternoon. She loves gardening, cooking, napping and eating, Tilka. And her ambitions after swimming, listen to this, she wants to become the Minister of Sport or the President of the Republic of Zambia, a politician, yeah? Taking heat 2 over there, the swimmer in lane 4, that is Hannah Robertson from Mandeville Dolphins. Dean Price is her coach. There you can see her, Hannah Robertson, well done. We are now going poolside with Alistair. He's having a chat with the Botswana swimmer, Andile Becker.
Andile,
Yes, sir.
you came up against one of the most experienced campaigners here, Chad, on the 200 freestyle.
Yeah.
Tell us, what does race experience like this mean for you?
No, I think it's really awesome. I'm getting to race someone who's one of Africa's, most astounding Olympians. It's great to be able to race him, and hopefully one day I'll be in that same position. So it's great getting some experience, seeing him swim here now, and hopefully it'll motivate me in the future to be like him.
After this camp, what's coming up on Dile?
I'm just going back home for a few months. I'll be training there with my coach. And yeah, just keep on pushing hard, putting in the hard work, and not too sure for the rest of the year, but we'll see what happens.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
There we go, Bandile Becker, the swimmer from Botswana, only 18 years old. And as the women complete their cool down, we now head over to the next event. Only one heat here. The men 100-meter breaststroke. There we can see him, the personality. Michael Howley, I've enjoyed watching him at this race. I asked him earlier in an interview, how is it racing back here on SA soil, because he's based in Tennessee in the States. And he almost got emotional as he said, I'm loving it. Very short answer, but he's loving it. But there's so much emotion behind that question. And there you can see them in lane 1, Valentina Verjotin. Lane 2, Mitchell Engelke. In lane 3, Benji Sack. In lane 4, Michael Howley. Lane 5, Luke Slauber. In lane 6, Felipe Gomez. And lane 7, Tyler Mickelwhite. And there they go. Michael Howley has already qualified for Tokyo Olympics with a impressive time of 59.64. And he swam that time at World Student Games, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but I definitely know he didn't swim it on SA soil. And here he is, swimming on SA soil now. Is Michael Howley, only 20 years of age. He won the gold in the 2019 Youth Olympics on the 50-meter breaststroke. With 25 meters to go, Michael Howley leading the way. He's under the wing of Yilton Slack at Swim Lab Aquatics. 5 meters to go. 1 minute, 1:01 and 1:02.73. Less than 48 hours ago he landed in South Africa. There the swimmers go for a cool down. Impressive swim there by Michael Howley. Not only impressive swim, I like his character off the pool as well. We're heading over to Alistair with a swimmer of Senegal, Jane Boutbane. We spoke about her earlier as she swam. Alistair, over to you.
Okay.
Catching up with Jean Boutbane from Senegal. Jean, your previous meet was a local meet in France. With this being the Olympic year, what does such little race experience do for you coming into this Olympic camp?
Yeah, I was really happy that I had the chance to compete here in Stellenbosch, since we're not competing a lot back home in France. But I think I'm still lucky when I think about my fellow swimmers in Senegal. It's probably their only meet of 2021 so far, so yeah, I feel lucky compared to the others.
What's to come for yourself after leaving this camp?
So I'll go back home in Senegal for a few days to see my family, train a bit, and then back to France so I can train again, maybe go on a training camp and hopefully some competitions.
Okay, this be your only chance to qualify for the Olympics?
So I have this meet and then hopefully 2 other meets, the Mare Nostrum hopefully. So yeah, we'll see.
We wish you all the best for the competition.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Alistair, for that interview with John from Senegal. And there you can either see the 3 coaches there involved. Cedric just standing up. But Coach Graham Hill led the way in the training camp here, the CANA training camp, and next to him sitting there, Garth Tune. They were the 3 South African coaches that head up the training camp. I wonder who they're messaging. Must be their loved ones back home, being more than a week away from home. Messaging the loved ones. I bet you they're watching. We're heading over now to the women's 50-meter breaststroke. There she is again in the start in lane 4. Tilka Balk, swimming not too long ago. In lane 2 we have Ludwini Uwase. Lane 3 Alani Ferreira. Tilka Balk 4. Anna Sabach. Lane 5 and lane 6 Nafasath Radi. 50-meter breaststroke. Tilka based in Pretoria, swimming under Viking Swimming Club with the coach Gerard Zandberg. What I'm saying now, I'm assuming she's based in Pretoria. But her coach is definitely Gerard Zandberg, the Zambian swimmer. Her mom is a local hero and an international hero. She finishes that heat, winning in a time of 33.97, taking heat 1 of 2 in the women's 50-meter breaststroke. Talking about breaststroke, Michael Howley. Man, what an impressive character that is, qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics. I did mention yesterday that he is the first swimmer of color who qualified for the Olympics, but indeed I've been corrected. And he is in fact not the first swimmer of color who qualified for the Olympics. He's a South African swimmer back in 2012, and how can I forget Darren Murray. He is the first swimmer of color who qualified for the Olympics back in 2012 in the 200-meter backstroke. My apologies, Darren Murray, if you're watching. And I know him. We stayed together at the High Performance Center back in Pretoria. And oh, my apologies. I'm sure I'll get a bit of slack for that. But Darren Murray, the first swimmer of color to qualify for the Olympic Games. And why is that so impressive? I mean, that just gives me goosebumps to see the transformation of sport taking place, not only in the country but in Africa. And it gives me emotions purely because I'm proudly South African. And yeah, we have Michael Howley is actually walking past us in front of me now. He's the second swimmer of color to qualify for the Olympic Games in the 100-meter breaststroke. Next up, we have heat 2 for the women 50-meter breaststroke. Lane 2, Lamaran Taure. Lane 3, we have Miss Mosa. And lane 4, Lara van Niekerk. Lane 5, Savannah Voigt. Lane 6, Erika Sares. And lane 7, Alfosine Agahozo. Lara van Niekerk. Just off that qualifying time in the women's 100-meter breaststroke, representing Pretoria Aquatics back in Pretoria. She trains there in the east of Pretoria under the coach of Eugene. And then she pushes on along. 5 meters to go. Lara van Niekerk, 50-meter breaststroke, taking heat 2 with a time of 31.36. So a personal best, or a seeded time, I'd say, is 30.64. Well done there to the 17-year-old Lara van Niekerk. Straight into the cool down she goes. beautiful sight of Kutsenberg Stadium. Those aerial footages, I just love them. You can see in the distance there the crystal clear swimming pool. That's where we're situated. Stellenbosch. That footage there is a reflection of how the weather is currently as well. And next up we have the men's 100-meter butterfly. 2 heats yet to be swum. The qualifying time for Tokyo, 51.96. And heat 1, we have in lane 1 Ethan Paulser, lane 2 Collins Saliboko, lane 3 Liam Kutsia, lane 4 Matt Sates, lane 5 Daniel Ronaldson, lane 6 Vickers Potgieter, and lane 7 Piro Engelbrecht. The swimmer there from Seals, he's got his eyes set on the target. I spoke to his coach earlier, Wayne Ridden. He qualified for the 200-meter IM. That is 1 tick in the box, and the next target is the 100-meter butterfly. He's going to go hard in the heats, just like he did in the 200-meter IM. Let's see, will he qualify again? And off they go, Matt Sates, aiming for that time of 51.96. He had a very impressive win yesterday, or this morning I'd say. I keep on referring to yesterday, my apologies. This morning in the finals in the 50 fly, a very impressive time there of a 23 high. And here he goes in the 100-meter butterfly. Can he get 51.96? That is the aim. He wants to qualify for Tokyo in more than one event. What is he turning on? 24.69. Let's cheer him on. Next to him, we've got Daniel Ronaldson, but now all eyes on Matt Sates. Can he get that time? He's had a very impressive gala here 25 meters ago. The time is 41, 42, 43. Come on, Matt Sates. Finishing in a time of 52.7. 52.7. And second there, Daniel Ronaldson with a time of 54.13. She'll be happy with that time, Matt Sates. Still got another chance in the finals tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Well, the first 2 slots have been taken there by Chad Leclos and Ryan Kutsia, I believe, according to Wayne Ridden, his coach. For the Olympics, Ryan Kutsia showed an impressive time back in 2019 for the World Champs, and they considered that as qualification going forward. So although Matt Sates can swim that qualifying time, he still needs to swim faster than Ryan Kutsia's fastest time, and he's up in the next heat. Ethan Dupree also, he'll be swimming in lane 5. He's had a very impressive gala thus far. And there you can see the cap, Leclos. Chad Leclos, he'll be swimming in lane 4. The fastest seeded time there of 51.16. And there's the rest of the field. Connor Tehran in lane 1, Lo Esterhuizen in lane 2, Ryan Kutsia in lane 3, Chad Leclos in lane 4, Ethan Dupree in lane 5, Ty Pearson in lane 6, lane 7, Ruan Lateghan, and lane 8, Austin Okore. From Tanzania, that is Austin Okore. And there's a player's swimmer, Lo Esterhuizen in your sights. He still feels a bit cold. Trying to warm up with the body. Chad Leclos and Ethan Dupree hard at training, busy with a big training block. And Chanel van Wyk, the coach there of Ethan Dupree. I was informed earlier that just 3 weeks before Nationals, Ethan Dupree had quite a big injury in his knee. He hyperextends and he got an injury during training. Naturally hyperextends, and pushing off the wall, he got that injury. There's the man, Ethan Dupree. And 3 weeks before Nationals, he couldn't train. And only had that 1 week of training before. And he's still busy with rehab. And the rehab along with the big training block. And now this gala has got his toll on him. I spoke to Coach this morning, Balent Richter, telling me that he's taking some strain on that knee. Not that it's injured, it's just that all the rehab has put some strain on the small muscles around that knee. Hence why he is slow off the blocks. He hasn't been performing well off the blocks, but now that all makes sense. He'll be swimming lane 5, Ethan du Preez. And off they go. Taking full advantage of that 50 meters. We have Ryan Coetzee there next to Chad Leclos. Side by side after 25 meters. And there I said it, Ethan du Preez slow off the blocks, but now it makes all sense. He was very slow on the 50 meter early this morning with a 50 meter butterfly off the blocks. But he's got that knee injury, or I'd say just behind the knee. So he is a bit sensitive on the knee. So he's got his work his way through, and there we see them go. Chad Leclos, he does master that underwater work off of the turn. They go, 25 meters to go. Chad Leclos leading the way. Next to him, we have Ryan Coetzee from Seals. But it is a swimmer swimming for Cyber Smart Aquatics. Chad Leclos leading the way. A 53, I think that is, 53 fall for the swimmer there in lane 4, Chad Leclos. And Ryan Coetzee coming in second. Taking third, I think that was Ethan du Preez. Taking second. So yes, under the conditions, I'm sure Chanel van Wyk, she is listening, but Chanel, I'm sure you're proud of your swimmer there, Ethan du Preez, doing very well with a goal thus far, considering big training block, rehab, and yeah, I'm sure he's right on track for Olympics. Rather have those injuries now on the rehab now than in a couple of months' time. And that concludes the men's 100-meter butterfly. Next up, we'll have the women 100-meter backstroke. Olivia Nell was one of our favorites in that woman backstroke event, but I think she withdrew from the event. She's got a niggle in her shoulder. I spoke to her coach earlier, Hilton Slack, telling me she's got a niggle in that shoulder. So I think she withdrew from this event. She won the 50 back and the 50 free this morning in the finals. The 2001 CANA Grand Prix swimming here in Stellenbosch. Next up, we have the woman 100-meter backstroke. We are live here on YouTube and Facebook. You can catch a link on the Swimming SA website. You want to make sure you do not miss every second. And if you are at work or at school missing the sessions, we do not get rid of the links, so you can still replay this event. There you can see the swimmer there from Kiro Longabon. Definitely cappuccino weather this. It's getting pretty chilly. There we have them, the women 100-meter backstroke. 1.00.25 is the qualifying time there for Olympics. And heat 1 of 2, we have there in lane 2, Tanith Ward. Lane 3, Rachel Grupes. In lane 4, Hannah Pierce. In lane 5, Bernalie Doster. In lane 6, Claudia Smit. In lane 7, Ava Ratner. And we are under starters orders. The women 100-meter backstroke, there are 2 heats. This is heat 1 of 2. The fastest swimmer seeded here for this heat is Hannah Pierce from Vineyard Swimming with a 103.95. high up out of the water. As the starter says, take your marks to get that maximum power off the wall. And off they go, 100-meter backstroke, leading the way after 25 meters. It's shoulder to shoulder between Hannah Piers and Benali Doster. Kempton Park swimming there. ESP Kempton Park, that is the swimmer there in lane 5. Benali Doster, 16 years of age. Hannah Piers only 18 years of age. Off the wall they come after 50 meters. Shoulder to shoulder they are. Man, I can't see who's leading. That's how close they are. They got 15 meters to go in the heat here this afternoon in the women's 100-meter backstroke. This is heat 1, and it looks like Benali might just get the slight lead. Lane 5 that is touching first. Benali Doster, 106.58. She had a seeded time of 105.5. They know they'll meet each other again in the final tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and you'll meet us live also at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Just head on to the website, Swim SA website, or go straight onto YouTube, type in Swim SA and you'll find us live. Find a link for every one of the sessions. You can also find the replay of the links that took place. This is the 2021 CANA Grand Prix swimming here in Stellenbosch. CANA is the governing body of swimming in Africa. It looks like Alistair is there with the Zambian swimmer, Tilka Pike.
Jean? Oh, yes.
With this being the Olympic year, you plan on qualifying this year?
Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. I need to think about that one. I mean, okay, wait. Can we start again? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, I would have loved to qualify, but obviously regarding the circumstances with COVID and everything and not being able to swim the whole of last year, I can't expect to qualify. You know, I'm way off a qualifying time for any of my main events, and unfortunately a 50 breaststroke isn't in the Olympics. And if it was, I would have qualified, but I haven't swam, you know, got back into swimming properly in January, so I'm really not regarding anything highly right now.
So what's to come for you after this event?
After Olympics or Stellenbosch? Well, I really just need to get back into training. Also, you know, Olympics is very, very close after this. So there's a lot of stuff that I have to do with my federation in terms of getting, you know, visas, vaccinations, and there's a lot of other protocol that has to be observed during this time. So a lot of isolation going forward, the games. Also, we have to go a bit earlier for, you know, quarantine and everything. So right now, I basically have a solid month of training before I actually start traveling for the Olympics.
Well, we wish you all the best for your preparation and hopefully get
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much.
What a lovely personality she is. Oh, Tilka. I'm sure her mom is watching. Tilka, I did repeat over and over again, your mom is your hero. And she did say that. She did say that. And Mommy, I'm sure you are proud of her. What a personality she is. And you can see, I mean, there's so much more than just swimming for these swimmers in preparation of Tokyo, especially with COVID coming along, vaccinations, isolation, traveling, visas, all those things. It adds to the stresses going into Tokyo Olympics. Next up, the women's 100-meter backstroke. This is heat 2. Lane 1, Robin Young. Lane 2, Olivia Scott. Lane 3, Holly Cleworth. Lane 4, Rebecca Meader. Lane 5, Michaela de Villiers. Lane 6, Leah Fenter. And lane 7, Chloe Gershony. And off they go. This is heat 2 of 2 for the women 100-meter backstroke. Fastest seated time there, 101 flats. Rebecca Meader from Seagulls. Coach Graham Hill, you can hear him next to poolside. She's got a convincing lead pretty early on. Swimmer there in lane 4, turning first. That is Rebecca Meader in a time of 31.1. And here she comes back, sticking to the lane rope. 25 meters to go for her. Ten meters to go for her. Rebecca Meader leading the way, the 18-year-old swimmer from Seagulls. 101 flat is her entry time, and she's finishing with a 103.99, finishing comfortably. Very close finish that is for second position. Almost losing a nose piece there, saving it. Rebecca Meader, the winner there in Heat 2. That looks like Matt Satan, Martin Benadal playing the good old classic, Ching Chong Cha. Who's it going to be? Oh, rock, rock, paper, paper, scissor, 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 scissor. Keepers, these guys are like, oh, Matt Satan's taking the win. Congratulations, Matt. He's truly on a roll. If it's not in the pool, it's in the Ching Chong Cha. I love to see the camaraderie between the swimmers. No Ching Chong Cha going on there between those two swimmers. It is the 2021 CANA Grand Prix swimming in Stellenbosch. We're on to the men's 50-meter backstroke. And we have two heats over here. In heat 1 there, lane 3, we have the swimmer from Angola, Yosini Rafael Furtado. And lane 4, Corey Webb from SwimLab. And lane 5, Adrian Lowe. And lane 6, Austin Okore from Tanzania. Yosini representing Angola, the 16-year-old swimmer. A lot of young swimmers representing the various countries of Africa, the African continent. They were also invited to this training camp that took part here in Stellenbosch with the support of CANA, Swim South Africa and Train Camp. I would refer a lot to the training camp, but there's a brand called Train Camp that supported this event. So please don't get confused when Train Camp gets mentioned a lot. There you can see on the swimming cap there of that swimmer, it says there Train Camp. They with the support alongside CANA and Swim SA to make this event possible. And a big thanks to the National Lotteries Commission. This is heat 1 of 2 for the men's 50-meter backstroke. We are under starters orders. Lane 3, Yusini Furtado. Lane 4, Corey Webb. 5, Adrian Lowe. And lane 6, Austin Okore. Believe it or not, Austin Okore, according to my knowledge, must be the youngest swimmer. 12 years old from Tanzania. 12 years old, the Tanzanian swimmer that is Austin Okore. I would love to have Alice have an interview with him. 5 meters to go. The swimmer there from SwimLab in lane 4, that is Corey Webb, finishing in a time of 28:06. We're going poolside now again with Alice. He's got Amara from Malawi.
Amara Swintle from Malawi. It's been a long year, or it's been a while since you've raced. Coming from the development center in Thailand, what did this camp offer you?
It offered an amazing platform to race. Unfortunately, it's been over a year since I've raced, so it was a bit difficult to get back into the race routine. But I'm happy to be here to have raced amazing swimmers as well, and yeah.
Let's talk Olympics. Are you looking to qualify for these Olympics to come?
I'm looking to qualify under the solidarity slot for my country. So not so much the A and B time yet, because I don't think I'm there yet, but definitely going to represent my country the best that I can.
And from here, where is to for Amara?
From here, hopefully back to Thailand, back into training. There's a lot of things that I need to focus on again to get back into the rebuilding of racing again and fine-tune everything.
We wish you all the best, Amara.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alice. That is Amara, the Malawian swimmer. And yeah, we have in the water heat 2 of the men's 50-meter backstroke. Lane 2, Kobe Ndebele. Lane 3, Andile Becker. Lane 4, Vikas Potgieter. And lane 5, Adnan Kubiye. And lane 6, Ethan Pulser. The fastest seeded time there, 27:11 by Vikas Potgieter from Vineyard Swimming. I like your name, Vikas. A strong lead there by Vikas Potgieter, the swimmer from Vineyards, the 16-year-old swimmer. And here he comes. 10 meters to go. Finishing nice and strong. Oh, fantastic swim there. 27.75. I'm sure he'll be chuffed with that swim with a seeded time of 27.11. Not far off that time. Vikas Potgieter, the Heat 2 winner. I'm sitting pretty close here where I am from the starting blocks. So yeah, I share the name with Vickers Potgieter, and during warm-up I always get a fright because I'll hear coach scream, "Vickers, get ready for some dives," and I just want to jump up and dive in. So yeah, I've heard his name quite a lot. We heard Amara spoke about the solidarity slot. So how that works is you know, once all the swimmers have qualified, FINA then reaches out to the development countries, I'd call them, the countries with less funding, to give everybody the opportunity to swim at the Olympics. And these slots they call solidarity slots. So they reach out to these countries, look at these swimmers, who are the closest to those B qualifying times, and usually these countries allow one male and one female swimmer, or in some cases only one swimmer per country to take the slot. So not per event, but per country to take the slot. So Amara are hoping to take that slot for Malawi. And next up we have the women 200-meter butterfly. Only 2 swimmers here in the heats this afternoon. The Tokyo Olympics qualifying time 2:08.43. In lane 4 we have Dunay Kutsia, the swimmer there from Tux, and Joanne Volges from Barracudas. Joanne and Dunay in the water they go. 200-meter butterfly. Yeah, so a lot of these swimmers from the African continent, other than South Africa, they would try and aim for that solidarity slot. And as I said, one swimmer per country can be chosen for that slot, and Amara hoping to be one of them. I spoke to Graham Yill earlier about that. He shared that information with me, and he told me just in the short week he sees so much potential from these swimmers from these underdeveloped countries. And when I say underdeveloped countries, I mean countries with not such great infrastructure, not much funding support, like South Africa and the South African swimmers. And he says they definitely have potential, and he wished that he had more than 1 week with these swimmers. She goes on 100 meters, turning in a 1:06.54 is that time for Dunay Kutsia. She's got a top seeded time there of 2:11.18. Dunay Kutsia, also one of those swimmers very close to qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics. Coach is based in Pretoria, Linda de Jager. And I spoke to her earlier in the week, telling me we're in a big training block, so we're not hoping to qualify at Stellenbosch, but we are hoping to qualify in Durban at the end of the month at the Durban Grand Prix. But like Linda would say, you know what, Vickers, anything can happen with these swimmers these days. So Linda, I'm sure you're listening. Your swimmer looking nice and strong. So she's under the wing here of Eugene, taking care of Linda's swimmer. Only 2 swimmers here from Pretoria. Dunay Kutsia and then Laura van Niekerk representing PAC. Dunay representing Tux Swimming. And she's got 10 meters to go in one of the hardest events out there, the 200-meter butterfly. 2:15, 2:16, 2:17, and she touches on 2:18.98. Dunay Kutsia. That is probably one of the hardest working athletes I know. One of those swimmers where a training set would be done and she would say, Coach Linda, I'm just going to add a little bit of distance to the set. So it's one of those swimmers where a coach needs to slow the swimmer down. So a very eager swimmer, wants to work hard, and Yone finishing there in 2:44.85. So yeah, Dunay Kutsia really, the Afrikaans saying would go a pliggie. And I'm saying that with the highest of respect towards Dunay. She's such a hard-working swimmer, and often Coach Linda needs to try and hold her back. You can see the emotions there on Yone's face. It truly is a tough event, this the 200-meter butterfly. They'll meet each other again tomorrow morning in the finals at 10 a.m. and you can catch that event live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Go on Swim SA's website and you'll find the link over there, or just go straight to YouTube, type in Swim SA and you'll find all the links that has been taking place. Or you can go onto our Facebook page, follow Swimming South Africa on the Facebook page, and you'll catch every event there live from Stellenbosch. Beautiful Kutzenberg swimming pool, crystal clear that is. You got the AstroTurfs on the right there. Beautiful tartan track. And there you can see it, the crystal clear water. The swimmers have been very impressed with the water conditions here. You can see the slight breeze over there. It is chilly outdoors. Swimmers are trying to stay warm. You can see the breeze in the water. And there's that aerial slot again. Stellenbosch. Oh, look at that shot. The media team doing such a great job here, providing the best shots for you back home. All I'm just the voice. The hard work is the behind the scenes work, so kudos to the media team and the cameramen making this possible. Standing out there in the cold. Coach Wayne Ridden there with Matt Sates. Wayne, a very, very proud coach at the Scala, yeah. There we have next up the ladies there, the women 400-meter freestyle. Only one heat over here. In lane 2, Alani Ferreira. Lane 3, Jamila Balukbek. In lane 4, Hannah Robertson. Lane 5, Hannah Pierce. And lane 6, Abigail Kotzer. Off they go. The 400-meter freestyle. That is Hannah Robertson leading the way after the first 100 meters of this 400-meter event. The heats here. Hannah Robertson from Mandeville Dolphins. The coach there, Dean Price. He's also the Swimming South Africa high performance manager. I'm sure he'll be very proud of the South African swimmers. And looking at that female swimmers, you surely have to be proud of our female swimmers. And leading the way there in the female swimmers, Tatiana Schoenmaker. She's not swimming here at this event, but boy, we won't forget that senior national swimming, that world leading time in the 200-meter breaststroke. And there she comes halfway into the 400-meter. Representing Mandeville Dolphins, the swimmer there, the 16-year-old swimmer, only 16 years of age, Hannah Robertson. 4:21.46 is her seeded time. Kayleen Corbett was a swimmer who qualified with Tatiana in that 200-meter breaststroke. She's just got under 150 meters to go. So with 100 meters to go, she turns on A. Let's have a look. 3:23 that is, 3:23 that is. The swimmer there from Mandeville Dolphins. In the heats, yeah, they know they'll be swimming this event again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the finals. I'm always very curious to see what these swimmers do on the last 100 meters. There she goes, leading the way. She's got 25 meters to go. Well, just over 25. There she is now, halfway onto that last length. The time is on 4:16. And there she comes in. Well done there. To that swimmer in lane 4 representing Mandeville Dolphins, Hannah Robertson, the 16-year-old female. And finishing third there, the lady in lane 3, 4:40. That is Jamila Balokbek. We spoke about her earlier, only 14 years old. And on pool deck now, we have Alistair. He's going to have a chat with Alicia Matias from Mozambique. Alistair, over to you.
Stand by with Alicia Matias from Mozambique. Alicia, you just 2 weeks prior to this event, you swam at your national event. Tell us, what does this camp do for your race experience building up to this racing?
Being on this camp, it's such a great experience because I have the opportunity to see and swim with incredible other swimmers and see what it's like to be in a competitive feeling again.
Being the Olympic year, are you planning to represent Mozambique this year at the Olympics?
I don't think so, but I have been thinking about it for the next Olympics, 2024.
Leaving Stellenbosch, what's next to come for Alicia?
I think we have one more competition back in Mozambique, but I'll be training for the next season.
Thank you, Alicia. All the best.
Thank you.
Alicia Matias from Botswana. Very friendly young lady. Gaining a lot of experience from this training camp that took place here at Kutsenberg. Heading up that training camp was the head coach of Swim South Africa, Graham Hill. And joining him on that trio of South African coaches was Cedric Finch and Garth Tune. Cedric Finch based here in Stellenbosch, Marty Swimming, and Garth Tune, one of our up-and-coming coaches. They're based in Hartbeespoort, using these beautiful facilities for the training camp. Lovely aerial shot that. COVID regulations are in place here at this venue, and our safety officers making sure, and our compliance officers making sure that everything is in place. All these athletes living in a bubble all together, all in the same hotel, making sure that no chances are being taken. You know, the swimmers are exposed to one another, and they are Olympians among one another, and we do not want anyone to expose another swimmer, and COVID is slowly but surely picking up again. That third wave is in sight. So we got to be extra precautious here. You can see the mask on, waving to us. Hello to you, the Ugandan swimmer. Putting on that jacket very quickly. It is chilly over here in Stellenbosch. It's getting colder and colder by the session. swimsa.org, you can find us there. You can find all the links to the events. Some more friendly faces. The swimmers there from Vineyard. Nice and cozy. I can guarantee you that the water temperature is not the outside temperature. The water temperature is looking very good. The CANA Grand Prix in Stellenbosch. The beautiful Kutzenberg swimming pool. Started off with a training camp earlier this week, and now leading in to the Grand Prix Gala. We have another Grand Prix Gala coming up in the end of May, and we on to the men's 50-meter freestyle. 5 heats here for the men's 50-meter freestyle. Heat 1 of 5 in lane 2, Austin Okore. And lane 3, Muhammad Ali Moose. Lane 4, El Hadi Diallo. Lane 5, Muhammad Kamara. Lane 6, Joel Monte Eugenie. And lane 7, Joshua Weiser. And they off the men's 50-meter freestyle, Heat 1. That swimmer in lane 2 there again, the young swimmer, only 12 years old, representing Tanzania. And it's the outside lane, lane 7, taking the one there, 28.12. The swimmer, Joshua Weiser, Sierra Leone. Joshua Weiser, Sierra Leone, looking very chuffed with his race. Wondering, should I do a cool down or should I not? A great swim there by the outside lane, representing Sierra Leone. Next up, heat 2 of 5 for the men, 50-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Gabar Hossein. In lane 2, Mamadou Ba. In lane 3, Ruan Latakhan. Lane 4, Nick Westhuizen. In lane 5, Maputar Mamadou. In lane 6, Adrian Lowe. In lane 7, Yuseni Furtado. In lane 8, Ethan Pulser. And we're now heading over to pool deck. Alistair is there with the Tanzanian swimmer, the 12-year-old Austin Okore.
For the youngest member here of the training camp, tell us how it's been for you.
It's been great. I like the training a lot. I've been improving. My times are now getting better than before. And that it's really nice here in the camp. It's like my first time here. And so I really enjoy it. So,
Are you saying you're learning a lot from your other peers here?
yeah.
Okay. And what's the weather been like or your experience in South Africa?
My experience in South Africa and what it's been like here, I was shocked. Like when I first came here, I didn't know I was coming here for like a CANA training camp because it's my first time here. And
Are you having fun?
yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. Thank you, Oscar. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
The young Austin Okore there with Alistair. I bet you it's the first time he's on TV, on television over here. A humble young man that is 12 years old. I mean, wow. How great that is to gain such amazing experience from the knowledgeable Graham Yule on a training camp such as this one, the CANA training camp that was supported by CANA Train Camp and Swimming South Africa. And I'm sure he's taking a lot from this event, the Tanzanian swimmer, Austin Okore. Next up, we're going to heat 3 for the men's 50-meter freestyle. And there they are in lane 1, Ty Pearson, lane 2, Atuhair Ambala in lane 3, Luke Altman in lane 4, Matthew Bosch in lane 5, Kobe Ndebele in lane 6, Alessane Siedo Lancina in lane 7, Colines Saliboko in lane 8, Emmanuel Kumpanau. 3 of 5 under starters orders. And in the water they go. It is the swimmer in lane 4 and 5 there. On the footage, it is Matthew Bosch from Seagulls and Kobe Ndebele from Seals. 23s, 23.36 and 23.59 are those seeded times respectively. And leading the way there, the swimmer in lane 4, Matthew Bosch from Seagulls. 23.59. Beautiful swim there by him. I'm sure coach will be happy with that. Coach Graham Yule. Matthew Bosch, the winner there of heat 3. There we go, enjoying their coffee or cappuccino. Whoops. The crystal clear pool. Are we ready for heat 4 of 5 for the men's 50-meter freestyle? After each event, the swimmers get the opportunity to do a warm down. Heat 4, lane 1, Adnan Kubier, lane 2, Piro Engelbrecht, lane 3, Daniel Ronaldson, 4, Ilhadi Niane, 5, Luke Slobert, 6, Adam Monchery, 7, Belly Ganira, and 8, Mark Danso. In the water they go. It is heat 4 of 5 for the men's 50-meter freestyle. And with the early lead there, it looks like the swimmer there in lane 4, Ilhadi Nihane from Senegal. What's he going to touch on? 23.49. A beautiful swim there by the swimmer of Senegal, the 27-year-old swimmer Ilhadi Nihane, taking the win there. And on to the warm down they go. We have one more heat left for the men's 50-meter freestyle, heat 5 of 5. 7:2:14, the men's 50-meter freestyle. The qualifying time there for Tokyo is 22:01. We are under starters orders for heat 505 for the men's 50-meter freestyle, and we have them there in lane 1, Billy Irakoze, in lane 2, Matthew Lawrence, lane 3, Jesse van der Aar, lane 4, Ryan Kutsia, lane 5, Matt Sates, in lane 6, Felipe Gomes, in lane 7, Hilal, and in lane 8, Ethan Dupree. Matt Sates won the 50-meter butterfly this morning. And onto the 50-meter freestyle he goes there. You see him in lane 5, and right next to him, Ryan Kutsia, representing Seals. Wayne Ridden is his coach, Ryan Kutsia. We are under starters orders. The fastest seated time there, 23:07. That is for Ryan Kutsia. You'll see them, they won't breathe too much. Straight arms he has. Side by side, Matt Sates, Ryan Kutsia. Blistering fast. Suddenly their stroke rate picks up there for Matt Sates. In lane 5, touching first, 22:98. That's an amazing fast swim, that just pipping under the 23 mark. The coach looks very satisfied with that swim. Surely he must be too. Matt Sates on a roll at this gala. 22, what a fantastic swim that was, just ahead of Ryan Kutsia. They will meet each other again in the final tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Look at him smiling there. Coach Wayne Ridden telling me that the aim was to qualify at this event. So some of his competitors would be in a big training block and not tapered for this event. Whereas Matt Sates came here prepared to qualify. And his target was on the 200 meter IM and the 100 fly. He's got the 100 fly. He already swam the heats for that. He's got the finals coming up tomorrow morning. He's already got the 200 meter IM Tokyo qualification time in the bag. And then later on, he's a very versatile swimmer. And later on this month in Durban, he's going to aim to qualify for the 400 meter IM and the 200 meter butterfly. We are now heading over to the women's 200 meter breaststroke. It is heat 1 of 1, only one heat for the women 200 meter breaststroke. In lane 3, Anai Sabaha. In lane 4, Emma Kuhn. In lane 5, Savannah Voigt. Anai representing Paul Aquarius. Emma Kuhn representing Vineyard Swimming, and Savannah Voigt representing the Sports Science Institute of South Africa. Fastest seated time there, 2:43 for Emma Kuhn, representing Vineyard Swimming. 200 meter breaststroke. We already have 2 swimmers that qualified for this event. Tatiana Schoonmaker and Kayleen Corbett. Kayleen Corbett qualifying in the time trial event that took place at Senior Nationals on her own. What an emotional race that was for her. First 50 down in the 200 meter breaststroke. 38.31 is what the swimmer in lane 5 turns on. Savannah Voigt leading the way there. The rain now coming in here at the Kutsenberg swimming pool. Not the best conditions to race in, but they are all in the same boat, and they are all willing to adapt to all conditions. The water temperature is still very good, so the water conditions beautiful and clear. Savannah had a half a body length lead going into the turn, and a beautiful underwater work there by Emma Kuhn to catch up next to her, as they've got 75 meters to go. If you've just joined us, welcome to the CANA Grand Prix in Stellenbosch. And we are on the heats for the women 200-meter breaststroke. Halfway through, Savannah Voigt led the way, and Emma Kuhn has now passed her going into the last 50. You can catch all the sessions live on swimsa.org. And also just go onto YouTube, type in SwimSA, subscribe, and you can follow us there. And also the Facebook page, Swimming South Africa Facebook page. And here she comes in the heats of the women 200-meter breaststroke. The 16-year-old swimmer from Vineyards, Emma Kuhn, leading the way and taking that heat there in a time of 2:48.81. Savannah Voigt not far behind her, coming in second. They will meet each other again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in the final. There we have it, the woman 200-meter breaststroke winner, Emma Kuhn. Beautiful sights there of the Kutsenberg Stadium. You can see the crystal clear water there. That is where we are. And we are on to the last event for the day 2 heats here. The last event will be the men 200-meter backstroke. 3 heats. Oh no, second last event. Only 1 heat for the men 200-meter backstroke, and then 2 heats for the women 50-meter butterfly. The women 50-meter butterfly will be the last event. My apologies for that. So the men just getting those wedges ready. The men 200-meter backstroke, only 1 heat over here. They will meet each other again tomorrow morning in the final. In lane 1 there we have Adrian Lowe. In lane 2 Corey Webb. Lane 3 Gregory John. In lane 4 Martin Benedal. In lane 5 Vikas Potgieter. Lane 6 Nick Flanagan. And in lane 7 Connor Theron. It looks like Martin Benedal already swam that qualifying time. The qualifying time for Tokyo 1:57.5, and he's qualified in a time of 1:56.54, the swimmer there from Seagulls. Graham Hill is his coach. There he is in our sights, the green cap. He's very precise with that backstroke wedge. He wants that exact setting for him. And you'll see him as he gets in the water, he tests it as well. And wants to make sure it's perfect. We saw Peter Kutsia at the backstroker, the 100-meter backstroker qualified senior nationals. He actually broke that wedge on the start. And that's why he didn't swim such a good race in the individual event. But then when it came to the relay, that is where he qualified. In the relay, since backstroke is the first leg, you're allowed to qualify for that event, as it is the first leg. And there you see him. Martin Benedal in the water, same routine. He'll lift himself up, making sure those wedges are the right setting. And they're off. The men, 200-meter backstroke, leading the way there. Martin Benedal. We saw him earlier on the footage, having a very, very, how can I say, a competitive competition with Matt Seitz in a match of Ching Chong Cha outside of the pool. He lost to Matt Seitz in that event, the Ching Chong Cha event outside. He had some fun sports outside of the pool, but here he is inside the pool doing what he does best, a 200-meter backstroke. One heat here. Next to him in lane 3 we have Gregor John, Vineyard Swimming, and Vikas Potgieter, also Vineyard Swimming. So we have the two Vineyards splitted there by Martin Benedal from Seagulls, and here he comes with a convincing lead. Turning on a, I didn't see the clock over there on that turn, but it looked like a 59 high, 1 minute low. But off he goes. You can hear the coach there, Graham Hill, supporting him on. Not only has the rain come in, but it is also getting, it's also pretty windy. And there he turns. On the last 50 he comes. Good underwater work for him there, Martin Benedal. Onto the lane rope. He is swimming right next to that lane rope. You can see our visuals there. It is very misty at the Kutsenberg swimming pool. Not those visuals. They look fantastic. Martin Benedal coming in strong over here. The clock is at 1:58 to 1:59. 2 minutes. What will he finish on? It looks like a 2:02.19. Martin Benedal there. Congratulations. He will be swimming this event again tomorrow morning in the final. Finishing second in that heat there, the swimmer in lane 3, Gregor John, the swimmer from Vineyard Swimming. And third there, I think, was the other Vineyard swimmer, Vikas Potgieter. Now the wind's really coming in over here. You can actually hear it over the PA system. It's coming in strong. The CANA Grand Prix. I was wrong earlier. We are now only going on to the last event of the heats here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Tomorrow morning we will have the finals, and on pool deck we have Alistair with the swimmer there from Benin, Emmanuel Copenau. He's just getting his himself ready. Another one of our CANA swimmers who was on the training camp. Alistair, over to you.
With Billy Scott from Burundi. Billy, can you take us through what your training experience has been like with this new pandemic?
So with this new pandemic that happened like last year, I was training in Nairobi with the USA Dolphins, but we were off for quite a while because they had to put us on a lockdown, total lockdown. So we were off for like 6 months, but later on decided to go back to Burundi, where they were like hosting a camp for 4 months, where I was able to try to get back on the track, which I have been like really training so hard. but we went off again in January. But recently we were told that there was another camp here in South Africa, which we took also the advantage to take part in.
Well, what has your experience been here at this camp?
It has been awesome. Like for the past 1 week, we tried to push so that we can beat our times and even our personal best, even possible our national record, which I haven't been able to do it so far, but we're trying so far and see what we can do.
Well, we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
My apologies, we had Alistair there on the pool deck from the swimmer from Burundi, Billy Irakoze. Thank you very much, Alistair, for doing those interviews on poolside with some of the best swimmers on the African continent representing CANA over here. And we're heading on to our final event here at the heats on this Friday afternoon, my apologies. The women 50-meter butterfly, only 2 heats over here. We are heat 1 of 2. In lane 2, Olivia Scott. Lane 3, Alicia Matthias. In lane 4, Courtney van Bouillon. In lane 5, Leah Venter. Lane 6, Abigail Kotze. In lane 7, Tati Dumbia. And off they go. The ladies 50-meter butterfly, heat 1. Strong out of the blocks there. The swimmer there van Marties, Courtney van Bouillon. Cedric Finch is her coach. He was also one of the coaches on the CANA training camp. And she goes, putting that head down those last couple of meters in lane 4, finishing 29.47. The swimmer there from Marties, Courtney van Bouillon, the winner there of Heat 1. We will see her again tomorrow morning in the finals at 10 a.m. The women's 50-meter butterfly, the last event on day 2 for the heats. This morning we had the finals, and tomorrow morning we will have the finals here for the second session. We're on to the final event, Heat 2 of 2 for the women 50-meter butterfly. In lane 2, Domingas Munhemeze. In lane 3, Juliet Walsh. In lane 4, Michaela de Villiers. In lane 5, Lara van Niekerk. In lane 6, Lana Jansson. In lane 7, Chloe Gershny. At the women 50-meter butterfly heat 2, the final event on day 2 heats. Here we have the swimmers in lane 4 and 5, Michaela and Laura next to each other, Cape Town and Swanee. And off they go, the women 50-meter butterfly heat 2, the fastest seated time here in heat 2, 28.32. Michaela de Villiers leading the way there, well, side by side with Lara van Niekerk. It looked like Lara might have the slight upper hand there on Michaela. The swimmer there from PAC finishing in a time of 28.85. Lara van Niekerk, the 17-year-old. Well done, Lara. Also currently in a big training block. And before we conclude this event, we're on poolside with Alice Stays with one of our swimmers. It is Mamadou Ba.
Lift up your cap a bit.
No, for this, I want to leave it.
No, just want to see your eyes lifted up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Up. Cap up.
It's good now.
Mamadou,
Yes.
tell us how your training regime been coming into this camp.
Training in the FINA center, it was hard at the first time because of the COVID-19. We was training in 20-meter pool, and it was hard. We don't have stack block, but now it's okay. We have 50-meter pool, but this pool is a good facilities. The place is cold, but the water is not cold. That's why I enjoy the things. And I was in 102 in 100, and here I swim 100. It's my best time. I enjoy, and it's very good to see another people. Since 1 year, I don't see another swimmer, just the swimmer that live inside the center. It's a good experience to swim with these people.
Besides that, how has your race experience been here in South Africa?
It's very fast. It's very fast, this competition. All the people, all the swimmers is very fast, and it's good experience. It's good for me to swim with the person who is fast than me. It will be an advantage for me. That's why I enjoy, and we have a lot of champions here, Chadlitso, and a lot of people.
What will be one thing you take from this camp back to the FINA Development Center in Dakar?
The social, yeah.
Okay. Thanks for your time, and wish you all the best and safe travels back home.
Okay, thank you.
And that's a swimmer there from Guinea giving a honest feedback there to Alice. Experience is what they've gained. And that concludes the heats here on day 2. And we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for the finals of the 2021 CANA Grand Prix swimming here in Stellenbosch at the beautiful Kutsenberg pool. Have a good evening and have a good night's rest. Stellenbosch.